We're going there. We're going there, I tell you. Yeah, we are. We're going there. It's Friday. Welcome back to the channel, Rudgy, aka the Doctor. For those of you who've just joined me, hit like, share, and subscribe. Sit back and enjoy the ride. The subscriptions help me enormously. I'm trying to get to 1,000, which I never thought I'd get to 700, but we're over that now, 750 something. Anyway. For those of you who've joined the coffee page, and for those of you who go through the PayPal side of that, thank you ever so much for that. You are supporting the channel and helping me make these videos. Right, what have we got this week moving right along? Well, first of all, James, the Bucket's grandson, he likes to see things fixed on the bike. Well, I did have a few problems with the Black Pearl earlier on in the month, so I've chucked that in for you, James. And then I visit Koroni Beach because it's been closed due to some dispute with the road. I'm not quite sure about what went on. If it's true that the farmer's land had been cut through, then I hope he got something for that, because that's not really fair, is it? But I went down there, lovely beach, run by two fantastic people, Erasmus and his girlfriend, and the food was excellent. I had a burger, it was fantastic. So yeah, get yourselves down there, it's a good beach. I spent quite a lot of time there, which is unusual for me. Anyway, let's get on with the video. Right, well, coming back from Lidl's last night, I had what I thought was a sharp pin sticking in my knee. And then I thought, oh, must be arcing out. I've had that before. Remember, you guys who used to ride Triumphs will remember that. You used to get an arc from the plug lead to your knee in the rain because they were magnetos, weren't they? Ooh, painful. Anyway, I looked down and there was a jet of water coming out of the bottom hose on Nikki, and it was hot. That's what it was. So I got home, and as you can see, or not maybe, I took the hose off. And on further investigation, it's like a pair of Nora Batty's tights. I did order a new one when I ordered the radiator. This is what came, and that's the one that came off. Completely different. So I tried to contact the guy on eBay about it and never heard from him since. So yeah, that's what I need. Makis has this. Now, I think I know what car that's off. I'm old enough to remember. But it'll do for now. So we're going to cut the piece out that I need, and hopefully that's the bike back on the road for the moment. And then I'll get one of the viewers, or the Bucket's coming out soon. I'll order one of these, which are difficult to get, and get her to bring them out. So yeah, good old Makis saves the day again. How will I repay him? Because he won't take any money. Well, I'm going to buy him a box of Jubilee clips because I keep using them for a start off. I might buy some pipe to try and replace that, and a couple of bottles of wine I think might do. So let's crack on. I'm going to have to put that, cut that one off and put it on there. Poor old Nikki. I think that will do. I'll cut this little thing off here, which I would imagine, if it's off the car, I think it was off. That was for, you just have to put a hole in them, and you could put a bleed nipple or something in there. We don't need that, so I'll cut it off. Right, so I cut the pipe to size. Look at that. Look at that. Perfect. You would never know that wasn't OEM. For those of you that don't know, that's you know, manufacturer's parts. Yeah, I'm happy with that. In fact, I don't think there's any point in ordering a new one. The hose was very good, so I think that will be alright. But this one feels a bit squidgy. I might order a set of hoses for it. The problem is, you see, where I am in the village, if something goes wrong with the bike, I'm stranded. I haven't got any transport to go and get the new part. And unlike the UK, you can't just order it and it arrives the next day. Could be a month. So, Blackpool's back on the road. I can now go and meet the viewers. I'm going to top that up with water, go and finish my coffee, do a bit of emailing, and get on with the day. And while we're on the subject of repairing Nikki, it wasn't just the offending hose that I've changed. Whoops. The exhaust, both exhaust pipes hadn't got anything to hold them. There was nothing holding them up, so it was just resting on the manifold and downpipes, which isn't a good idea, because if you look how long they are, quite a bit of weight there, and it runs all the way through onto these 4 downpipes here, up off the head. From past experience of building choppers and stuff, I've seen lads ride around with this setup, and what will happen eventually is it will crack here because of the heat. Expansion, contraction, the fact that the heat's altering the metabolic structure of the metal, all that sort of complicated engineering stuff. And what will happen? That will get brittle, probably already is, and then it will snap with the vibration. So she now has 2 nice brackets up to the foot pegs, makes her nice and solid. And as you can see, the exhausts are now level and distanced properly. So where did you get them lovely things from, I hear you say, Roger? I'll show you. And you won't believe it. Right, so I went to the builders merchants and brought some of this. €5. What a bargain. But I thought, well, that's going to look a bit rubbish, and you need something to protect the silencer. So I brought some of this. Heat shrink, which is used. This is used for wiring. So what would happen if you've got a bare wire or cable and you join the two together, usually soldered joint, you'd put this over the top of the cable, solder the joint, slide it along, and then you warm it up with a heat gun, and it shrinks. It's better than using insulation tape, of course, for those of you who don't know that. Anyway, this stuff slides perfectly over there. So I haven't heat shrunk it with a heat gun. I'm going to let the exhaust do that naturally, and I just sprayed it with some satin black heat paint. There we go, got the heat paint here, because this stuff sticks to anything, and I figure that it probably will scratch off or whatever eventually, but I'll just keep touching it up. So for the moment, that's a temporary permanent fix. And the whole thing cost me about €6, and that fixed that problem. So there you go. Nikki now has exhaust mounts, so that's another job done. Only another half a dozen things to do to her. So that's the workshop shut for the day. As I said, I'm going to get on with stuff now. We're going there, I tell you. Yeah, we are, we're going there. That's where we're going. So yeah, viewers, yeah, I haven't got my hairs or makeup's left me, and I don't know what's going on with this film crew lately. They just disappear, they go and get drunk on the beach, leave me holding the camera. Luckily it's not a baby these days. There you go. So yeah, I thought we'd go to a famous Coroni beach. I think that's how it's pronounced. I'll have to ask Makis. Now, me and the bucket tried to get there last time she was here, and famously drove straight past it. I'll show you in a minute where you've got to turn. It's very important, because the rest of it's quite simple. You just follow a track. This road here, well, if you're coming from Argostoli, there's a massive junction just up the top here. You go straight on for I don't know who that was. You go straight on for Poros, and you turn right to go to Ketelios. This is the road that takes you through to Ketelios. But you need to turn down here and then sharp back on yourself and then back on yourself again. There's a tiny little sign just like the one there. And I can confirm in 2023 the road is now open. I don't know what happened. I think there was a dispute about somebody had put a road through a farmer's field and he wanted it back. I hope he got some compensation if they did that, because regardless of how much we love the beach, it was his land, wasn't it? But I don't know the ins and outs, and like I said, I'm not a political channel, so there you go. Anyway, we're off down there to see what it's like. You'll come down this road here and be faced with that, and of course this here. But if you look there, there's a tiny little sign that says Coroni Beach, and that's where you need to go, down there. You'll think as you drive down there, Rudgy's having us on here because it goes into a gravel track, but stay on the gravel track and keep turning, well, I suppose left most of the time, but stay on the main track. You don't have to turn physically left, it's usually a little Y junction or whatever. Yeah, well, I'll tell you about the road in a bit. Well, there you go, we're halfway down. This was the bit of road that the farmer had blocked off when I last came, due to the dispute. Now, up there you can just make out some brollies. Unfortunately, the taverna is shut. Looks like it's permanently closed. I had heard that, which is a shame because I would have fancied going in there, because as you can see, the views are quite good. They're not bad, are they? So anyway, let's get down there and see what this is all about. Of course, Nikki is looking as beautiful as ever. I must get some straps to make some supports for those silencers before it starts to crack the downpipes. As you can see, it's got aftermarket silencers, and there's nothing holding them to the. It should be mounted to the foot pegs to support them, but there's nothing there, and eventually the vibration will break the downpipe. Anyway, you're not interested in that. That's not why you rang. Can just make out Zakynthos today. Bit misty, and we're supposed to be in a heat wave again. Yes, we had some fires the other night. They were put out pretty quickly. It's struggling to get into the 30s today. Nice and warm, don't get me wrong, I'm loving it. But it's not the heat wave that they're making out in the UK. I don't know why they're doing that. Confusing me. Anyway, these are the views from down here. Let's crack on. Why have you stopped again, Rudgy? Well, I'll tell you why we've stopped again. I've already explained about the road. If you're coming in a hire car, entirely up to you. First part of it is compacted gravel track road like they used to be here years ago. I wouldn't have too much problem with driving on that. Just be careful because the stones are pretty sharp. The last bit is concrete, and then it goes. If you take your time and are careful, you won't have a problem. Just marking your card, it's not tarmac. This last bit here, as you can see, is concrete, but of course, see the stones, you've got to be careful of those. They will put a hole in your tyre if you're not careful. Anyway, I pulled up because of this. Oh, one of the viewers, Jackie Graham's going to love that. Get away from the edge, I can hear her shouting. But look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Oh. Yeah, well, that's the direction I've come from, where I live. In fact, you can see the first hill, which I still can't remember the name of. One of the viewers who lived there years ago told me that the hills have names, the two hills. I've forgotten now. And of course, in that direction is Scala, Poros, Ketelios, all that area. But yeah, well, this is one of the reasons I like riding the bike down to these places, because you've got time to get off and have a look around. If you park the car here, you'd be in the way, wouldn't you? Look at that. Yeah. Wow. That's all I've got to say about that. Now, the road's a bit narrow, but there is a passing point just here. Have another look at it, do another Jackie Graham shot. Look at that. My goodness me. I could see the Fuzzard paint in that, Tigger as I know. What a beautiful place. And there's the beach we're going to. I don't think there's much there. And because of the argument over who owned the road, like I say, they just said the taverna at the top closed down. So we'll go and have a look. And then you can make your mind up if you want to come. Look at Nikki, looking beautiful in the sunshine as ever. Who needs a girlfriend when you got her? Look at that. Oh dear. Do you think she'll be jealous, guys, when I get my Harley? Because I'm going to eventually get either Wayward Child's coming out, which she'll have to put up with Wayward Child, won't she? Or if I can't do that, I'm going to run Wayward Child when I go back to the UK. Maybe do a few bike festivals. But I will be getting a Harley here because I miss the V-twin. I love Nikki, don't get me wrong. She does everything perfectly for what we're doing, filming and stuff. But it'd be nice to have a Harley just to blat around on. Anyway, look at her. I digress. Let's go down the beach. Now that is my favourite model of Land Rover. Not particularly the Sport, although I don't mind a Sport, but that shape, I can't remember what they call them now. There's a model number, isn't there? You'll all be putting it in the comments, I dare say. I've never owned one. I could have done, because I just know it will break my heart. They're not particularly reliable. Things fall off them, lights come on, things stop working. In fact, the John Glanville Auto Centre that I worked at for a long time as a freelance, he stopped having them in to sell because they kept coming back. But look at that. Bit big for this this island, but I mean, if you're going to do some serious cruising down to Athens and maybe into the UK from here, it's ideal then, because you can get down here without any problem. Air conditioning. Anyway, let's go and look at the beach. Right, so that's Nikki parked up. It took me a while because I had to put some stones under her. This is the car park, which I would imagine can get quite busy. Now that's a good form of transport for the Rudge, to get about the roads that aren't really fantastic, so I can show you the wonderful beaches that are available. Anyway, let's I have brought my swimming gear. I might go for a swim, who knows. So there's the beach. And it looks like there's a little beach bar. I'll let you know what that's like in a minute. So there you go, the famous Coroni beach, which I can confirm is now open again. I'm going to go and get something to drink and something to eat, and I'll get back to you later on. Okay, so I'm just going to do a bit of a food critique now because I'm here. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, I'm Katerina.
What's his name?
My name is Jeris.
Dennis?
Jeris.
Oh, Terris. Not left Terris.
Gerasimos.
Oh, Erasimus. Well, we're going to find out whether he's the chef that he says he is in a minute. I've decided to have a beer because it looks like I'm going to be here for a while. This young lady here lives in my village, so the food's got to be good. So get yourselves down here, the road is now open. So here we go, we've got the reading glasses on. What we got here? This is the special burger. Ooh, look at that. So I'll let you know what it tastes like in a minute. But I can confirm, very nice place to chill out. Well, viewers, I can confirm that the burger was excellent. Erasimus, that was fantastic. He's only got a small kitchen. It was a very, very succulent, tasty burger, and nice chips, or fries, depending on where you're from. He's out there now swimming with his girlfriend, look. Anyway, I wish you all the best in that, and if you come down here as a viewer, say Rudgy said hi, because I did say I'd come down and see him, but I explained that with the channel I'm very busy and I don't always get a chance to go where I want to go. So you can do that for me. Come down and visit them. Great couple, great beach, good atmosphere, good food. There is some music at the bar, but as you can tell now, all you can hear is a generator. And if you walk up the other end of the beach, you can't hear the music. So it's just ideal for everybody, really. I would imagine it gets quite busy car park wise. And as I said, the road's not fantastic, but you know, take your time, be careful, and you'll get here. Let's get to the next place. Yeah, so bit dusty that was, Nikki. I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give you a wash. It's a bit bumpy as well, wasn't it? Never mind. So yeah, I can highly recommend Coroni Beach these days. The road, right, as you can see, tarmac barely down here. Then it goes to compacted gravel, which is how the roads all were here a few years ago. I'm not going to advise you whether you should or shouldn't go down there in your hire car. I mean, the compacted gravel's pretty good, but you could get a puncture, and it does get a little bit rougher as you get closer to the beach. But it's not undoable, as you've seen from the outtakes, or you will see from the outtakes, which are at the end. Every man and his dog gets down there. So, yeah, I mean, it's entirely up to you. I'm not going to say yay or nay on that. Take my own vehicle down there, let's put it that way. I've just took Nikki down there, and I probably will again, because I really like the couple. Let's talk about them, the people who run the bar. Apparently it's Erasimus's bar and grill. He does a fantastic burger, as I just said. Juicy, all the ingredients are fresh. He cooked it there and then, which you might have to have a bit of patience and wait for it, but I don't mind that because the food was good. And the beer's cold. Good job. I wish him all the very best. I mean, young people these days, I think it's all on the plate for him, but he's actually working. And then I watched him as the things tapered off a bit this afternoon and the customers are starting to leave. Him and I'm assuming it's his girlfriend who lives in my village. They went off for a swim. Fair play to him. How lovely is that? So I wish you all the luck in the world, my friend. If you go down there, say Rudgy sent you, and say that I'll be down there soon. So I think it's time that me and the Black Pearl headed off back to Calavados. She's going to need a wash, so it's bath time for her. I might go for a swim down at St Thomas again. Yeah, I know, and it's not even 30s, I don't think, today. I think it's touching 30, but yeah, it's not. That's something else. I mean, the British press are saying we're all burning here. We're not. We're not. That's all I'm going to say about it. We've had a few fires, but they've been put out. That's what happens every year. So I'm off to go have a swim. Thanks for watching. Catch you guys on the next one. Right, so it's a meet the viewers at Lordas Post Office. Well, the Hatter Post Office, because Lordas obviously is down there before you jump all over me. And this particular viewer, I've noticed, has turned up. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Nigel. I come from Penfield in West Sussex, and I've come over here to collect a puppy that I found on Forest Beach on the 12th of May.
In your car?
In my car. It was the easiest option.
See, that's hardcore, isn't it? Right, well, let's go and get a coffee in the post office and we'll have a chat.
Yeah.
So here we are at the post office. My house, as you know, if you watch me a lot, is just over the back there. And it's got windy, so I don't know whether you'd be able to hear me. If I sit back here, you might. So what's your relationship with Kefalonia then?
Oh, I've been coming here since 2008, almost every year. Just love the island.
Yeah?
Yeah, we thought one day about maybe buying somewhere out here, but never did.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it now because it's just too involved.
Yeah, well, because of Brexit now, your options are pretty limited now. And they're putting the golden visa up to 500,000, I heard now.
Are they?
Yeah. In fact, I think they've already done that. Yeah. So there's a warning to some of you. If you were thinking of buying something for 250, it's 500 now. But I think you can include, if you're building something, you can include the cost of that in it. But you'd have to see a lawyer because I'm not one. Disclaimer.
Somebody told me that if you've got a plot of land out here now, it has to be a certain amount of what we would call acreage before you can build on it.
Yeah, well, that's something else. They've changed the laws there now. It has to be within a village. So,
yeah.
Well, if it's on the outskirts, I've got next door neighbour's got some land he was going to sell. But unfortunately, it's just outside the village boundaries. They've just redrawn, so he's not allowed to build. But if you've watched the anti-Samos video, which I'm not sure whether that goes out before this one or after this one, but if you watch my anti-Samos video, you'll see why I'm not a firm believer in too much more building on the island. Anyway, I don't know how you feel about how the island's changed,
no,
but
I do. Since we've been coming here, I mean, I know you don't like Scala, but we do.
yeah.
But there's been so many hotels being built since then.
Yeah, I mean, Scala used to be quite a nice place before, early 80s.
Yeah.
And then they built the road between Scala and Poros. It just
before I was born.
It just went completely mental. Yeah. So how was your trip over in the car? Is it the first time you've done that?
First time I've done it.
Yeah.
And it will be my last time.
Oh.
I was just trying to sort out. I've got a puppy that I found on Forest Beach in May, and I've taken her to the rescue centre and I'm taking her home tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I couldn't get a courier to take her back to the UK because they won't go in the UK since Brexit. I was going to fly her over, but it was so mega expensive.
Yeah.
So I'll drive it.
Yeah, have a bit of an adventure and a break. Yeah. Because in '97, I think that's in one of the videos coming up soon. I rode a bike that I'd built over here, a bar hopper, which the clues in the name, it was only really intended to go from bar to bar, big ape hangers on it, but what some people don't realise is that I used to deliver classic cars with a friend of mine, Alex, who was Greek, overland to Athens. So that wasn't my first rodeo, but it was the first rodeo on a bike.
Right, yeah.
It was some adventure back then, but back then we had different currencies to negotiate because the euro hadn't been invented. Excuse me. So yeah, I haven't done it recently, but it's on the list to do, probably with the bike when I bring the bike over. So
yeah, we get it over it.
Yeah.
You already enjoy it.
Yeah. I like that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So.
no, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to have a coffee because, as you can see, I could probably do with one anyway. And on with the video. Say bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
And take two.
This week. Thank you.
Have we got the film crew ready? Yeah, is Paul in makeup? Yeah, okay. So Paul's in makeup. What about me? Don't I get any makeup? I don't know, I'm not working for this television company again. Right, Take one.
Today, mostly, we'll be making Kentucky Calios. Chiaramonti dall'adatti o manevola e electricity e velocity David Beckham. Embarrassed?
Take one.
Tonight, we are mostly cooking with. Thank you.
Right, brother Paul is doing some food for the evening because there's nobody here to cook for us.
Tonight, we are cooking
Yeah, tonight we are mostly having.
wieners. But, unlike last week,
Yeah.
we are having Dijon.
Oh,
Not any mustard.
Dijon.
Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard. Cause
Onions.
These Philistines
Do
here.
you want a
haven't got-
tomato? There's plenty of them.
Oh, well, have we got enough?
And a little topping of cheese. I want to roll them in
Hey, I'll
cheese.
tell you what we should have brought.
What's that?
Melons. Oh, hang on.
That's Mum's.
Got a few of them as well, haven't we?
Mum's department.
Yeah.
Good evening. Is he on? Well, that's all right. That was too many anyway. Something I learned at Cook's School. I should just show you. It's a cheesy wiener.
Ooh. Cheesy wieners, girls.
Cheesy wieners. Cheesy wieners. No, it's the wrong. Don't
No.
call them cheesy wieners.
No.
No. Bye. I loved you today. Cheesy wieners. Come on, Raggy.
Paul's very happy with his cheesy wiener.
Well, yeah, well, I haven't tasted them yet. But,
well.
you know,
Well, if they're anything like last week's,
should we?
yeah, you partake and I'll film it, bruv, because...
Really?
Hmm?
Really? Give it to me. I think it should be just mouth it. Yeah. Saturday night club. The other two are part-timers.
That's right, yeah.
No.
They keep going back to the Midlands.
I know.
Not the Midlands, the up north.
Easy life.
Yorkshire, in it, somewhere.
I don't know. Hull.
Somewhere
Sounds
up
awful.
north.
Hull.
Yeah. Where they have Yorkshire puds and stuff like
Who
that.
wants to go back to Hull? Seriously.
I don't know.
I don't know. Cheesy
Cheers, everybody.
wieners.